Hey, Austin. Yeah, Saturday special. Don't get to do these too often, but my wife and the kids are going to a birthday party today. I was going to mow the lawn, but I think we're supposed to get some storms. They're saying we're going to get some storms, so I thought I'd jump on, do a live stream instead. I wanted to play, so I figured if I was going to play, I might as well also stream it. So, Saturday special. Here we go. Probably won't get too crazy today. Probably just do some collectibles. Do a collectible run. See if we can't get to 410. That might be kind of hard, given that it's just a collectible run. But still, we'll see what happens. I think I might have something sitting in the Moonshine Shack we can go do. We can start there maybe. Where am I on the map? I think I'm like in Lemoyne. Yeah, just a little bit in Lemoyne. Not too far from the Moonshine Shack. We can go up there. We'll see if something's ready. Feel like there's a batch ready. I played a little this morning, like early morning. I just killed something. Let's see what that was. I played a little this morning, so the role challenges are done. The general challenges I started on. Didn't finish them. Cardinal? In the middle of the night? Where is it? Why can't... There we go. The general challenges that I didn't finish, I may not actually finish. I'm not going to stress out over that. There's one that's like... showdowns, I think, or something. Let me see what we got in here. I know there was something I wasn't going to do. So once I see one that I'm not going to do, then I'm like, well, I'm not inspired to do the rest. I mean, we can do this beaver skin. That's easy enough. The Capitale notes, I think I'm starting to understand where I can go to get that. That's not too hard, but this one here, I'm not going to do that anyway. So if I'm not going to do that anyway, there's really no sense in stressing out over these three. So yeah, we'll just do, I'm going to do Moonshine, and then we'll start a little collectible run. I did fully bond with this horse, so should be able to... It doesn't seem as skittish anymore with snakes and stuff. It still gets a little jumpy, but I think it's more in line with what I'm used to than what it was doing to me yesterday, where it was like running halfway off the map because of a little alligator. We'll see though, we'll continue to test that out. For the most part, I think, you know, just ride around. It's Saturday, so we'll be real chill today.
I have finished this batch. We can sell it when you like. C'est parti. Good. You have arrived. Bon. You are ready to drive, yes? Our clients are a little impatient for sure. We wish to make a good impression. These customers have shown they have some good taste. Their palate is simple, of course, but given their lack of culture, I have to admit that they have chosen well. These jugs will arrive quickly and in one piece. Yes?
Back, my computer was being weird. Hey, no worries, welcome back. Didn't miss much. I just went to the shack and confirmed that I've got Moonshine available, so here we are. I was a little worried, there was a couple players hanging out down this way before. I wasn't sure if they were going to attack me. Try to blow up my Moonshine or something, but they seem to have moved on, so I think we're alright. Looks like we're gonna go right through here. Nice. So far, so good. So I got a couple of alcohol bottles I want to go get, antique alcohol bottles, and some family heirlooms. But we'll do that after I start this batch up. Like I said, I'd like to get to 410 today, but we'll see. Not gonna stress out over it. It's the weekend, so why stress myself out? Go. What outfit you rocking? I've got the Arthur outfit on today. I thought, you know, I figured today was Saturday. Get this Arthur outfit on. I think I'm gonna keep the horse too. You know, when I play on the weekends, I like this horse. So it'll be my Furry Friday horse and my weekend horse going forward. At least for a little bit. We'll see. I want to test it out a little more, get some more gunfights, get around some more animals. I'm curious to see how the horse does with grizzly bears and cougars and such. It didn't do so well either earlier today or maybe it was yesterday. It was probably yesterday after the stream. Last night. Actually, did I play last night? I don't know. Whatever it was. It didn't do too well with a pack of wolves. It kind of dumped me real quick, but I think that might have had more to do with the fact that we weren't fully bonded yet. So now that I'm fully bonded with this horse, I feel like we'll really get to see its character. Hopefully it's good. Either way, though, I'm digging it. I spent a lot of money on it, so I kind of feel like obligated to give it more of a chance, much more of a chance. And yeah, but so I got the Arthur outfit on. I'm really digging it. I really like this outfit. A lot of people were complaining because the shirt's dirty. They're like, "Oh, the shirt's so dirty." I'm like, "You're supposed to be an outlaw who lives at like a camp, not some fancy high society person, Saint Denis and such." So, I'm fine with the fact that it's dirty. In fact, it's just gonna get dirty when I fall in the mud anyway. This guy's dead. But yeah, I like the outfit. I like the horse. I think it's a good combo. So we'll go with it. I like it better. I agree. I mean, it looks more natural to me. Like, what's he supposed to, like, have the cleanest shirt in the world and, you know, always have his boots polished? Come on now. That's not real. And there's suits in the game that you could wear if you wanted to be like that. There's like a top hat and cane suit you could get if you wanted to, if that's what you want to do with your character. And the Dutch, even we talked about the other day, the Dutch's outfit, I feel like you could use that if you want your guy to look more well polished, I guess. But he should look rough and tumble. My guy, at least, with his beard and everything, right? I feel like that's a great look. I don't care if the shirt's dirty.
A good saying, huh?
The things the people who play this game think about.
Very well.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, you know, people complain. I feel like people just like to complain, right? So they complain that there's not enough to buy, and you know, I've got all this gold and nothing to do with it, and then Rockstar gives you something to spend some gold on, and they're like, "Oh, I'll spend my gold on that." It's like you can't take it with you, man. You know, it's like you can't take it with you. 474 gold. I don't care. They could have charged 100 gold. I probably would have bought it. I really don't care at this point. I just want to spend my gold. They should add his jacket. I would like to see that too. I'm wondering if maybe that's like part of the winter update that's supposed to be coming. Like after, so there's like, that was the first pass of 4. And then there's supposed to be a Halloween update coming like October 27th. And then I'm hoping maybe after that, after Halloween's over, maybe a couple weeks after Halloween, like mid-November, we can start talking about like a winter outfit. Because I feel like that jacket is more of a cold weather outfit anyway. Oh man, NPC riding right at me. But I would like to add the jacket. That is such a great jacket from story mode. So maybe we'll get that in the future. I'm really curious to see what they do with John and Bill and Javier's outfits, and I will definitely be wearing those. I head down to Tumbleweed. There's a couple of antique alcohol bottles down that way that we'll grab. If people had to buy the hat before, I think they should get a discount for his shirt. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I doubt it's going to happen. What I'm curious to see is kind of along those same lines. Since so many people complained about Arthur's outfit being 52 gold, will they offer like John, Bill, and Javier's outfits at a discount? Would they do that anyway because they're not the main characters? John's kind of a main character, for sure. So his outfit might be the same, but Bill and Javier, I feel like they'll probably discount those, maybe a little bit. Especially, and it depends. You know, you always, like we talked about the other day, you're hearing the people who are complaining about the 52 gold. That's like the vocal minority, right? That's like maybe 5% of people who probably weren't going to buy it anyway. So let me put the waypoint on the map real quick, just so I can kind of like talk while I'm riding and not have to worry about directions. I feel like the people who are complaining about it probably wouldn't have bought it anyway. So, you know, Rockstar will get that data, right? They got that data already. They'll get even more data on it, the more people who buy it, and then they'll be able to look at it and say, okay, people either weren't interested in this item or not interested in this item at that price, and then they'll make like a business decision based on that. But like I said, I am curious to see, do they reduce the cost of John's outfit? And we'll never know. You know, we'll never know if that, whatever the price of John's outfit is, if that's what they were originally planning on selling it at, or if they knock some bars, gold bars off the price based on people's response to Arthur. So, anyway, just a lot of stuff to think about in terms of that, but ultimately, I think, this stuff is fun. It's supposed to be, it's a video game. It's supposed to be fun. You know, people get all stressed out like it's real life. I'm like, no, this is what I do to escape the stress of real life. So, if John's outfit looks cool, and I'm sure it's going to, I'm gonna be all over it. Javier's outfit is so clean. Yeah, and it depends on which one too, though, right? Like, you hit on it earlier with the jacket. Sometimes, you know, Javier has his winter outfit, but what they'll probably do is they'll probably go with the one that he wears towards the end of the game. I like all their outfits. I hope they, at some point, you know, whether it takes 5-10 years or whatever the case may be, I hope at some point they offer all of the outfits. You know, I just realized I'm in the wrong spot here. This is if it's a family heirloom, but it's not. Alright, we'll get back on the horse. I mentioned the other day, I don't know if that was in the live stream or not, but I was asking Ticket if, you know, about Sadie's outfit. I would love to rock Sadie's outfit with my female character that I don't have yet, but that I eventually will get. So yeah, hopefully they at some point will release all their outfits. I think it'd be cool. I know a lot of people have been asking for Charles' outfit. That'd be cool. But we'll see. We'll have to see what they do with it. I feel like Javier should have sided with Arthur. I was kind of, yeah, but you know, you got to keep in mind, I agree with you, but we as the audience, as the players, have more information than he had. He was kind of kept out of the loop, and I feel like if he had known everything that, you know, John and Arthur discussed at the bridge, like John mentions that he thought Dutch had a chance to do something in Blackwater when John got shot. I think that's when he said it. And Dutch didn't do anything. And then we get to see that kind of play out with Arthur at Cornwall, Kerosene, and Tar, when Arthur kind of gets left behind by Dutch. Dutch kind of walks out on him. I think if Javier had known that information, I feel like he would have made a different decision. But he just didn't know. And to him it looked like John and Arthur were being disloyal. Again, even though we know that's not the case. Javier didn't know. And Bill, you know, Bill's just kind of Bill. I feel like Bill would have sided with Dutch no matter what. But yeah, I do agree. It's disappointing that Javier didn't know and ultimately sided with Dutch. But you kind of knew that was going to happen too. You know, based on the events of the first one. You know that John and Javier had a little bit of a falling out, and you're assuming it's at that moment in Butcher Creek. Not Butcher Creek, Beaver Hollow. But either way, really cool. I love, that's when it, like, really, the game really, I mean, the game's great all along, but it really starts to get good. And it really shows, like, the way, I just think the way they tied it into the first one is so good. I feel like Javier's outfit probably won't match my character well, but maybe we can do something. Maybe instead of a beard, I'll shave and give him a goatee, or, you know, a facial hair like Javier's. It might make it look a little better. There's lots of stuff we can try. Miss Grimshaw got did dirty. Yeah, that was one of a number of things that Micah did that were messed up. But that's like a interesting thing too, right? Like, she kind of went off half-cocked on Molly, right? She didn't know all the details there, and she assumed that Molly was telling the truth about ratting out Dutch when we know that's not true. Again, audience finds out later that that's not true, but even in that moment, I feel like she wasn't willing to ask questions, because I thought it was pretty clear. I didn't think Molly was the one who ratted him out, even in that from that moment. I knew she was just, you know, passionate about Dutch, so she was trying to get back at him. It's really cool. It's like all about revenge, right? So then Grimshaw takes her out, and ultimately pays the price when Micah sees an opportunity. It's all just so good, though. I just love that whole storyline. It's funny because part of me wants there to be a part 3 where we go back even further. Maybe we play maybe the Blackwater ferry job is the finale of that game, but at the same time I'm like, you know, they do another one. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the timeline, or they don't screw it up somehow. And I also feel like a lot of the major players, like Dan Houser and all them, they all left. The audio guy, Laszlo, they all left Rockstar, so I can't, you know... I feel like the chances of them doing a third one and screwing it up are pretty high, so part of me is like, you know what, just don't do a third, just leave it alone. It's so great, it's nearly perfect. Just leave it alone. But they won't. Too much money to be made. They'll do a third one for sure. I just hope that it's as good. If horses didn't die... Well, if Hosea didn't die, Micah would have never gone... Exactly. That's like one of the biggest moments is Hosea's death, because he always had... Like, Hosea was almost like the... You know, he had Arthur and Hosea, and they both kind of were on the same page, and they were able to, you know, talk Dutch out of bad decisions. But then once Hosea dies, now you don't have that, and Micah, you know, gets in his ear a little more. Micah's got more of a voice. And Dutch even says it himself. He says, you know, I think it's at the start of chapter 6. They're still in Lakay, just before Arthur and Charles go up to Beaver Hollow to get that new camp. Dutch tells Arthur that he sounds just like Hosea, and he says, "I do miss Hosea." So you can kind of like Dutch knows it. Like Dutch knows what Hosea meant to the gang. Still a little jumpy with these snakes. Come on, man, slow down. But yeah, I mean, that's really the. There's crazy how there's like all these different pivotal moments. It's not just one thing that ends up tearing the gang apart. It's like things here and there. Arthur being sick, and Hosea and Lenny. Obviously the stuff that goes down in, what's that? Cougar on me? I think I got a cougar chasing me. Let's try this. The stuff that happens in Guarma. Hey, you. I don't think I got it clean. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, this horse is super skittish. Oh, not bad. I did get it clean. Whoa. Just had a little bit of a seizure there. Call out the wagon. definitely. About Dutch's downfall. Didn't happen after his fall, and this Charlie happened after Blackwater for sure. And Arthur notes that as well. I think to John, he says, you know, he hasn't been the same. And actually, I forget who it is. One of them makes a good point about, you know, maybe it was Dutch. That maybe that was the real Dutch they were finally starting to see. You know, as the Pinkertons and everybody else starts to close in more and more on him, Dutch's actions are not out of character, but you know, maybe his mask has been revealed, right? There's a key moment, I feel like, in one of the easier, shorter missions. It's the mission where Arthur and Sadie go to get supplies, and it's just after Sadie reads, why can't I think of his name? The letter from the chef there, camp cook. I don't know why I can't think of his name. But Arthur has a line where he says, "Hey, we're all hiding behind something," and it's like such a key. Again, just kind of, it's not just throwaway dialogue there. That's key. It's, you know, everybody kind of has their mask, their facade that they wear, and I think they started to see behind Dutch's mask more and more until finally it was fully revealed. Again, in that moment where he kind of abandons Arthur. I think Dutch has a real problem, and I don't know if it's because of, it sounds like maybe his mother and his father passed away early. I think Dutch doesn't like he has a hard time handling the fact that Arthur's dying. I don't think Dutch would have abandoned Arthur like that if Arthur weren't already dying. I think Dutch, you know, saw an opportunity to kind of distance himself from Arthur's demise in that moment, and that's what he did. Pearson, yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Thank you, Mr. Pearson. But yeah, they go to the store. They drop off his letter, and on the way out to the store, Sadie's making fun of him for the way he's like kind of lied about women. And Arthur tells her, "Hey, we're all hiding behind something." I think that's a key moment, because it is true. All of these characters, you know, you think you know them early on, and then, you know, to a person, they all kind of get their facade stripped down, and you can finally see who they are in the end. And it's cool because the game lets you kind of decide that with Arthur. You know, you can still continue to be a bad person, or you can start turning him around and make him a good, you know, high honor person. With the other characters, not so much. But you really start to see who they are, and that theme kind of continues as you go through the epilogue with John. You know, him and Abigail are constantly at odds over it because she thinks that she can change him, and really, there ain't no changing him. Which then leads to the events of Red Dead 1. Anytime someone disagrees with Dutch, he doesn't outright kill them, but when he sees the opportunity to leave them behind, exactly. You know, and again, he had Micah in his ear, so he thinks early on they've got a rat. He's got the wrong person pegged for it, and that's a weird thing too, because Milton doesn't say that they picked up Micah until after they got back from Guarma, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that happens before they go to Guarma that Micah might have had a hand in too. Yeah, he takes the opportunity to leave them behind for sure. Yep, for sure. Such a great story. I love it. I hope they do, like, I would love to see them do something. Maybe not a movie, but maybe a TV series or something. It'd be kind of cool to see, like, actual in the flesh. As long as they don't screw it up. Which they probably will. I don't know. They always screw these things up with movies and TV shows. Where is the next alcohol bottle? There's one I moved my camp earlier. I kind of wish I didn't. That's gonna be hard to get to. Do I have a cognac? I might need a cognac. Let me see real quick. I might be able to just leave this. The problem is this cognac bottle is like up in the mountains. I don't want to go up there unless I have to. I kind of have to. Shoot. We'll see. I'll save that one for last, and then I'll decide what I want to do with it. For now, let's go to Annisburg. There's a couple up that way I can grab. Thomas Downs is a real antagonist in the story. Yeah, I mean... And, what's his face there? The loan shark that leads Arthur to Thomas Downs. I don't know why I can't think of their names today. I just played that storyline like a couple weeks ago. Now I can't remember names.
Hello there.
Hello there. The NPC got all pissed at me. Thinks I cut him off. I tried to give him enough room. Strauss, yeah, Strauss and the debt money. That's it. I feel like Arthur would have, you know, gotten himself in trouble at some point. You know, it's all just, like I said, it all just kind of comes together, all those different threads. The fact that he's sick, they got the Pinkertons breathing down on the gang. Dutch is kind of losing control. You know, every time he starts to like get revenge on people after years of saying that revenge was a fool's errand. You know, really no reason for him to kill Cornwall, no reason for him to kill Bronte. I mean, every time they like started to kill people out of revenge, their situation got worse and worse.
Hope you ain't looking to feed more than yourself with that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That's a buggy dialogue right there. He's talking about having too much food on the horse, but I don't have anything on my horse. I have food on my wagon. We just put that cougar on my wagon, but even that's only one animal. It's crazy. Stupid NPCs and their stupid dialogue. I feel like Dutch didn't really care about Arthur's sickness. He didn't really acknowledge it. Yeah, they didn't talk about it, but I wonder if that's because... And you can make... I feel like you can make a case either way, so I'm not saying right or wrong. I just feel like part of it might have been that that's how Dutch handles death, right? Some people have a hard time with death of people close to them. That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. You know, I don't know exactly how old or young Dutch was when his parents died, but he talks a lot about getting revenge on the people of Rhodes, the Braithwaites, and them for the death of his daddy. So he's talking about, obviously, the Civil War there. And he talks a little bit about his mom in the fishing mission. After you get the guys off the train, you go fishing with Jose and Dutch. He talks a little bit about his mom in that mission. But I almost feel, and maybe I'm attributing this to him incorrectly, I almost feel like he has a hard time with losing people close to him, whether he wants to admit it or not, right? Again, he puts up the facade of being a tough guy. And I feel like there's a lot of that. Like, I feel like Arthur doesn't want to admit that he's dying, and Dutch also doesn't want to accept that he's dying. So they just kind of just go about their business, like, don't talk about it. It's very weird. But also, I feel like that's a natural response. I mean, that happens a lot of times. You know, people, like, nowadays get cancer or whatever. I feel like they don't always talk about it. They don't always talk about what they're feeling. And that can, like, really strain relationships. And I think that's what happened in the case of Dutch and Arthur. Or at least I think that's what might have happened. Everyone who would have sided with Arthur died. Exactly. Exactly. You know, he spent all, like, the first 2/3 of the game, 3/4 of the game, forging those relationships. And you can see that in the fact that everyone who did side with him that was still alive are people that he had an impact on. So, like, Sadie and Charles. I guess I said everyone. It's not a big list, unfortunately. But yeah, by that point, everyone else, Jose, I feel like would have been on his side. Lenny, maybe Sean. I don't know about Sean. I feel like Sean would have sided with Arthur. But yeah, he spent a lot of time helping those people out, only to have them die and not be there during that pivotal moment when they pick sides, which is still such a cool. I mean, it sucks that it came to that, but it's still a cool way for it to kind of come apart, finally come apart. All those little, it was all frayed for the longest time, and then finally the final thread gets pulled. I was just looking at the map. I did see there's a family heirloom in the White Mountains as well, so we're gonna have to go up there. Actually, let me see. Do I have his winter outfit on my horse? Because that'll help. Let me just see something. Yeah, I do. Cool. I'm not gonna put it on now, but it's there. Just ran over a bird. grab it. Ooh, there it is. Dutch should have listened to Hosea when he said not to rob that train. Exactly. That's what it all comes back to. You know? They were still on the run there. And then, you know... Oh, bear. Black bear. Maybe they should have done a little more investigating into who Cornwall was before robbing his train. I feel like that's the biggest part. Like... You know, it turns out the guy... owns, like... most of the area that the game covers. I mean, he owns the mine here in Annisburg. He's got the oil factory in New Hanover. They really picked the wrong guy to mess with. Going back after Gormo was a good idea, but Dutch played it out horribly. Yeah, I mean... They just couldn't seem to stay quiet, right? And they got into a point where... At that point, they were out money, right? They had all that money, but then they lost it because of the storm and paying off the captain, and... I feel like, if they could have found a way to keep quiet and make a little bit of money, like to me, they almost would have had to push the reset button, right? Like,
Good evening.
they got, you know, each step along the way, each new camp, if you will, they get like a little bit more money, a little bit more money, a little bit more money. Well, they started out when he first gets to Valentine, he wants them to be quiet and you know, make money, but do it smartly. And then it became like, we're gonna attack the army. Like, that's not the same. No, they would have had to go back to the basics at that point in order to survive, because they still needed money. They absolutely still needed money, but they didn't need army payroll like what they were trying to do. So, and who knows? Maybe some of that was because Dutch knew that Arthur was dying, and he wanted to have one last big score before Arthur passed. I don't know. But it was, and it's unfortunate. I mean, they literally get back, and 2 seconds later, the Pinkertons are back on them. Like, that's like, they didn't even get a chance to get their foothold. So, alright, let's go. We're gonna see how strong this horse is. There's an antique alcohol bottle, kind of like in the middle of the water over here. And, we'll see if this horse can handle it. He wanted to go north to New York, shake my head. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. He kept getting more and more populated, and again, Arthur was on him about that. I mean, they kept heading east when they were supposed to be going west, and then he wanted to go north. It's like, no, dude, you gotta go west. Go back into the desert, wide open country. But that wasn't what Dutch wanted to do, and they all were loyal to Dutch, so. But yeah, I can't believe he wanted to go to New York. I don't know what he was thinking. A little bit of crazy there for sure. When you get right down to it. But I'd like to see something in terms of maybe another prequel, maybe in the third one. I thought about this a lot. In the third one, maybe they follow the Calendar brothers. Maybe we play as one of the Calendar brothers, or both of the Calendar brothers, and actually see, because I never trusted Milton. You know, he talks about Mac and I think Davy dies, right? So Davy dies at the beginning, and then he says that Mac Calendar, you know, died. I don't know that I believe that. So it could be cool to do something where, like, I don't know, a prequel, set it back a year before the Blackwater ferry job, so we get to see all these same characters again. While also, this is crazy. Actually, this horse is doing pretty good though. I'm impressed. I gotta find a spot to hop off. I'm gonna do it right here. Set it back like a year or so before the Blackwater ferry job, and then the Blackwater ferry job becomes like the finale, like kind of like how the train mission was during Our Best Selves. And just to see, like, obviously we know Davy dies later on, but he would be a character in the game, and Mac could be in the game as well. And maybe again you play as Mac, and afterwards maybe you spend some time trying to find the gang. It'd be cool to like see him interact with Milton and actually see it rather than trust what Milton's saying. And who knows, maybe what Milton says is exactly how it plays out. But I feel like they could explore that aspect of it, and then afterwards you could play as Arthur, kind of like how they did with John this time. Like, you know, Arthur would become the one that you can play with in free roam. Or who knows? I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they're gonna do it. I think that's probably the best way for them to do it. And then obviously Mac would die again, because it seems like the main character always has to die, right? So Mac would die, and then you get to play as Arthur, and you know, maybe it's a whole separate area that we haven't seen yet, like Weston. You know, I'll show it on the map, like this area, kind of over here. Obviously, we could still check out Blackwater, but it'd have to be like this area, west and north of it, up here, kind of. Anything like to the west of this border could be like the gameplay area, because Arthur's never been to New Hanover and all those other areas. But I don't know, it's something I think about a lot, and I feel like maybe that's the direction they're gonna head in. I hope it is. I think it'd be cool. Or if they're not gonna do that, then I think it would be cool to do like gosh, the names. Jack. It'd be cool to see like what happens to Jack after the end of Red Dead 1. Right? I feel like those are the two options they have. Either set it prior to the events of this game, Red Dead 2, or after the events of Red Dead 1. I think those are the only two options. Maybe you deal with the fallout from Jack's decision to kill Agent Ross from Red Dead 1. I don't know. Like I said, I think about it a lot, so. Who knows, they might not even make a third one. I feel like they would, though. There's money on the table. There's money for them to make.
Looks like a fine traveling companion.
I've seen trains everywhere today. This was happening before when I was playing too. It seems like the train spawns are out of control. was playing earlier. I was up by Emerald Station. Every like 3 minutes, a train was coming through. I felt like I was in New York City. Modern New York City, at that. I fast travel to Coulter. I'll throw on my winter outfit when we get there. You know, the Mafia game, they could do it like that. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be kind of cool to explore some of that, right? So I think it's like 1911 when Jack kills... I gotta put my winter outfit on first. It's like 1911 when Jack kills Ross, I think. Or maybe it's 1917, I don't know. I forget what the exact date is. But either way, it's kind of after the period of the Wild West, so they would have to start to getting into some of that, like, Mafia type stuff. And then it becomes like a different game, so I don't know if they would go that route. I do think the better option, at least for me, this is just me personally, my preference, would be to do another prequel. Like I said, back it up a year before the events of Blackwater, and then we get to play the game through the events of Blackwater. I just feel like that would be really cool. We finally get to see the Blackwater ferry job. I always felt like that was a miss, that we don't get to play that. Where is this comb? I saw it. Oh, it's right there. I was looking at the mirror. Rosewood hairbrush. And then we gotta go down on the ledge in the attic. I know where this is. This is in the mission where you first meet the O'Driscolls. Ewing Basin, I think it's called. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get all the alcohol bottles. I feel like... I know we just looked at this, but let me take a look again. 7 of 9. Yeah, I'm gonna be one short. That's alright, I'm gonna go get it now, though. I'll get the other one later tonight when the cycle changes. Do you think they'd do a map expansion for it? They would have to. I mean, they absolutely would have to. But yeah, I think they would be doing a map expansion no matter what. Although this map is massive as it is. But it would be cool to have like a expansion, like I said, to the west of here. Because that's the other thing too, right? You don't ever see... When they come down like here. And I always thought that was kind of weird too, right? So they go... from Blackwater, they go, and then they end up here. So to me, they must have traveled through this whole area over the course of the couple days that they talk about, and I just feel like there's room there for some expansion. Maybe not a huge expansion, but who knows? I don't know. It's in this building. There's an alcohol bottle. But I do think those are the only... And again, maybe not. Maybe the other option is to just go in a completely different direction. All new characters, but still, I feel like there's still some room to explore Dutch's gang. And maybe see it from a different light, like through the eyes of a Mac or a Davy. If they're not going to do that, then maybe some DLC with that would be cool. I always thought the DLC options for this game were pretty wide open. I know Rockstar says they're not going to do any DLC for story mode, but I thought either something like that where we get to see Mac and Davy and do it set before the events of this game, or do like Sadie and what happens to her after the events of this game. Because she's not in Red Dead 1. So, and she talks about going to do bounty hunting in, I think, like Brazil or something, somewhere in South America. She may not even say the country, but she does say South America. Or the third option would be to do Charles and do like what his experience is like. He says he's going to Canada, and I'm assuming he would catch back up with the Indians, the natives. So I feel like it's too bad they're not considering that. And maybe they are, and they're just doing it, and they're going to save it for a whole other game. Maybe Sadie and Charles become the main characters of the next game, and it's set in the same time as like the first game, and it kind of like it's just you just know that as Sadie and Charles are going through what they're going through, John's going through the events of Red Dead 1. So there's that too. They could do that. I don't know. I just thought like Sadie Adler Bounty Hunter would have made for some cool DLC. set it in South America. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in South America around that time, and I feel like that's a cool little like. Yeah, I play Uncharted, and I feel like that's you know when they go to South America, that's a really cool mission. Granted, the first two games are all about like the American Southwest, so it'd be a little different, but still, at least it's a familiar character to us. Alright, so that's it for antique alcohol bottles and family heirlooms for the day, at least until 8 o'clock tonight. I'm one shy on alcohol. I don't know what it is. I can take a look at it real quick and try and figure it out. I want to say it's Tennessee whiskey, which you can find a lot in free roam, actually, looting bodies and such. Where did it go? Alcohol. No, yeah, Tennessee whiskey. It's gotta be what it is. Yep. So we might be able to find that somewhere, but for now, I have all the heirlooms, 15 to 15. So I'm gonna go to Wallace Station and turn those in, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. I don't really have a plan for right now. I just I knew I wanted to go live and play a little bit. So let's see. The Red Dead games, like, yeah, I mean, they kind of set a, you know, once they killed Arthur, it was like, okay, cool, that's going to be their thing. So maybe the next one they don't kill. What a twist, not to kill the protagonist. The devs have some sick things they aren't telling us. Yeah. Yeah. Try to jump over those logs, it wouldn't let me. That's fine. Go around. Yeah, maybe they won't in the next one, I don't know. I feel like if it gets a little too predictable, it might lose some of its impact. Like, I think, you know, you play this game kind of assuming that something's gonna happen to Arthur. Either he gets killed or, you know, he goes off on his own to do something. Kind of makes the whole, like, if you played all of the missions with Mary Linton, it makes his decision not to go with her when she says run away with me. I feel like it makes that decision even more heart-wrenching, knowing how it ends up. I mean, at that point he's sick anyway, so the result is going to be the same, but he would have had some time to spend with a loved one as opposed to getting screwed over by Dutch. But I feel like everyone's gonna be ready for the main character to die in the third one, if there is a third one, which I'm assuming there would be. So to make a third one, everybody's just sitting there waiting for the character to die. Like, they're not gonna get us like they did with Arthur, where, you know, maybe it wasn't a twist, but I think a lot of people, that's the thing too, like, it wasn't like he just died randomly. He played pretty much the bulk of the game with him being sick, and he just gets progressively worse. But you kind of know. Like, I remember before I played the mission where he falls off the horse, the Fork in the Road mission. Like, I was like, oh, this dude's sick. He's coughing. Like, this is not good. And I actually Googled when the cure for tuberculosis was developed. Because I was like, there's no way this guy's gonna live. He's gonna die of tuberculosis. And from that point on, I was like, yeah. And it was only like a little bit longer before he gets confirmation in the Fork in the Road mission. But brutal. I feel like they won't make RDR3 in a long time. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I mean, I'm hearing things about GTA 6 that's not even gonna be ready until 2025. So if that's what we're talking about, I feel like RDR won't be ready until like 2030 at the earliest. I feel like they're gonna be putting pretty big gaps between these games, which is fine. You know, I always say about stuff like that, you know, whether it's TV shows, movies, or video games, or even music, take as much time as you need. Just make sure you get it right. Like, the last thing I want to do is have somebody rush something in development and it's garbage.
I've been all over.
So, I'm okay with them taking their time. I don't expect to be alive when GTA 6... Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the thing, too. I ain't getting any younger over here, for sure. It is interesting, though, I got to say, kind of on that point. As you grow older, like, I feel like I've grown up with these games.
How do you do?
I feel like that's why I appreciate this game so much more. I mean, I still like GTA, don't get me wrong, especially 5. I like GTA 5. But I feel like the thing I really like about this game is they don't throw, like, the brutal killing, the senseless killing at you. I mean, again, you can go do that if you want to. It's all about how you play the game. But I feel like this story has so much more of an impact on me because I'm older now. Like, if I was 10 or 12 and I played this game, I wouldn't feel like such a close connection to it. I feel like I've grown up with these games, and at the same time, these games have become better and more meaningful. It's just like a perfect storm. You know, like, again, I went back and tried to play GTA 3 recently, and it's okay, but just some of the, like, you know, not that I'm a prude or anything, but, like, the language and some of the, like, stuff that goes on in that game, you know, it's a little bit amateur-ish, whereas this, I don't feel that way. I feel like they cut out a lot of the, you know, stupid innuendo and all that stuff. We're gonna go through a nuclear war, go through Fallout, and then get a trailer for Yeah, we'll be watching the trailer of GTA 6 from our bunkers. Man. Alright, what do I want to do here? I saw a Moonshine thing pop, so we can go do that. Is it nighttime or morning? It's morning. Let me do this real quick before I forget. I know I'll forget if I don't do this right now. Oh, I don't have his outfit on. Yes, I do. And then, let's see if I can do a wilderness camp right here. Probably not. Oh yeah, nice. Alright, I saw Moonshine pop again, so we're gonna do another Moonshine delivery. At this point, I'm kind of just doing stuff to get me through, to level up. So, the bigger the better at this point. And this Moonshine delivery will be another 1,000, well, 800. I say 1,000, I just kind of assume I include the delivery and the making of the new batch. We're back to the summer outfit, Arthur. It's a little early in the morning for this delivery. Hopefully they'll send us this way. I don't want to be fighting the sun, but we'll see. ...2013 is when GTA 5 came out. I was 7. Yeah, and you're gonna be... So if they're saying 2025, you'll be 18 by the time that comes out. And who knows, they always push the dates back too. Like, this was supposed to come out in 2016, and it didn't come out until 2018. So you might even be 20 by the time that GTA 6 comes out.
We have a batch ready to go.
And I'll be like 45. My kids will be like 10, possibly even older, depending on when it actually comes out. That's crazy to think about. I might play this with my daughter. Play GTA 6 with my daughter.
I was wondering when you were going to get here. This is a good batch, of course. They are all good batches, but this one is superior, eh? I have found a buyer who will appreciate it. And most important, they will pay for it too. Now, all you have to do is to be attentif, eh? Seigneur, Ayez pitié.
So that's kind of crazy. Your birthday will be on Thanksgiving in 2025. I feel like that's probably when they'll release this, right? Don't they usually do like October releases? Well, I know they did October release for this. I don't remember what time of the year GTA 5 came out. You can probably look that up. But I feel like it was fall, like early fall, like September, October, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Because again, like you said, it was so long ago. But that was a really good game too. I kind of like the way that the 3 different characters. That's why I said I feel like they could do that with Red Dead. Have a couple different characters that you play as, because it worked well for GTA. I thought the way that the 3 storylines came together for each of the characters there. Of course, we are going this way into the sun and the fog, but that's alright. Like, how is the sun and it's also raining right now? Please? Why is this possible? But we're just going to Butcher Creek, so not too bad. Where are we at? Oh, just past the halfway mark. Alright, cool. Maybe we'll get to 410. I should go check out my trader. I think trader's getting close. That's an easy 2000 XP once it's done. Stop.
Gonna need to inspect what's in that wagon.
Let's see.
Slow that wagon there. Could you stop a minute? Doing wagon checks for moonshine and the like. All right? It is dull out here. Dull and dead. Yeah, well,
Cool. Guns away. September 17th, 2013, GTA 5, and October. Yeah, I knew October 26th for Red Dead. Yeah, September 17th. Yeah, so that's fall. I mean, I think if you go look at even the earlier games, like San Andreas and all that, I feel like those were all timed for the fall. I think it's a good time for video games. Yeah, no moonshine here. Nothing to see here, sir. Just cocaine. Yeah. Oh man, I think it's funny when they outright ask you, "What are you carrying?" I'm like, "Moonshine." Wonder how many of these I've done. I feel like it's gotta be over 1,000.
nice wagon.
Thank you. So not too bad. Butcher Creek location's not too bad. It's actually the closest location of the 4 going this way, so... I was getting tired of those Van Horn deliveries and doing them with the revenue agents chasing after me, and it's like, man... I got in trouble for making that joke with my aunt. Alright, so... Yeah, we've got about 10,000 more to get. I don't know, that might be tough. I mean, later, I'll do a family heirloom running again at 8 o'clock tonight probably, but I probably won't do that in the stream. I don't plan on being live still for that long. So I'll probably hit 410 sometime tonight. I'm gonna try to do like one a day. That'll get to hard. That'll eventually get hard to do. But for now, I think I'm at a point where I can do one rank level a day. Salmon. I'll place an order in the catalog while we're at the Moonshine Shack. Nah, not right now, Gus. Doing other stuff today. She was like, "Is all you think about is food?" And I said, "No, I think about cocaine too." I feel like all my kids think about is food. Man, they don't stop every 5 minutes. They want a snack. I'm like, just eat your dinner. Alright, let's do this real quick. Catalog. Provisions. Canned food. Salmon. Alright, so that'll be at camp by the time we get back over there.
Très bien. That was a good sale.
Start another batch of moonshine.
C'est parti. Oh, as you wish. But it can be made to be cheaper, huh?
Yes, I know.
This is a good flavor. Now, all it needs is some time.
$11,000, we'll call it 12,000, so we need 9,000 more roughly. She has dead humor. Shake my head. Alright. Head over to camp. I think it's close enough just to ride. Yeah, and there's no need to fast travel. It's right there. Look at that. And then I want to take a look at where we're at for certain card sets. I feel like I only need one or two, maybe, to make a full set. That'll help us get to 410 quickly. 1,500 each. What is it? 11, 9, 21, 6, yeah. We're about 10,000 shy still. It's alright, we can maybe do that. We'll see. I don't really have anywhere to be. It's starting to get cloudy here, so I'm definitely not gonna mow the lawn. I don't want to get hit by lightning. So as long as the kids and my wife stay at this birthday party they're at, we might have like all afternoon. I don't plan on doing any marathon streams, for sure, but who knows? Basically told my wife that if she texts me when she's leaving the party, I'll shut down the live stream. So until we get that text, just keep rolling. So I'm not the best looking, I'm not the worst either, I don't think. But I said to one of my friends, oops, went the wrong way. If you can make her laugh and giggle, you'll make her cheeks clap and jiggle. That's funny. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But it is true, man. I feel like a good sense of humor is... I mean, my wife, I definitely out-kicked my coverage, as they say. My wife is gorgeous. And I kind of feel the same way. Like, I don't think I'm the best looking dude, but I don't think I'm bad looking. But I think where I kind of make up for it is my sense of humor. So, I agree with that. I feel like I support that theory that if you can make a girl laugh, it definitely helps your cause. I've actually outkicked my coverage a few times. I had some girlfriends. Again, my wife is gorgeous. But even when I was like in high school, I had some girlfriends that were pretty good lookers too. Let's see if we can make a stew here. A good stew. Nah, no good stew here. We'll do this one still. That's how I got my girlfriend. Like, yeah, man, I'm telling you. It's underrated quality. I feel like. If you can make them laugh and not make them cry, you'll be alright. I think it takes some girls a long time to come to that realization. I've had some female friends that were just like friends that dated some dudes that were good-looking guys, and they were all jerks, and they got treated like crap, and it takes them a while to learn, but eventually they figure it out. The girls, that is, they figure it out, and they end up settling for a dude that's maybe not as good-looking, but has a good sense of humor, so there's definitely a lot of truth to it. I need like 2 more goods to do a resupply, and I don't think I have it. Oh wait, no, I have that cougar.
Just so you know.
Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do these 2 guys, get us started.
I suppose this will do.
Those aren't gonna do much, though. And in the meantime, we'll get a cougar. And then while I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next, we'll have Crips do some stuff. I hate that this wagon doesn't just appear closer to you. Hey, look at this. Where is this thing? It's like all the way in freaking Blackwater. There it is. Look at that. Unreal. Now I gotta like go around. This is big ledges in my way. Oh, maybe not. Like I said, we'll give him a cougar.
Supplies here.
Maybe we'll craft some items while we're waiting. Actually, in the meantime, I'm gonna look up some stuff and figure out which card I need for which set. Dismiss this wagon first. Let's see. See, I'm mean, but jokingly mean. She says she likes it, so I'm doing something good. Yeah, I mean, my wife and I like to poke fun at each other and the kids and everybody else around us. We always say in my family, if we're not making fun of you, then that's when you're in trouble. So, if we're making fun of you, that means you're part of one of the gang. Alright, let's see. I have 6 of 14 for swords. Yeah, see, wands I have 13 of 14. So we're gonna figure out which one we need in just a minute. Cups too, at 13 to 14. Cool. And pentacles is 7. So I think with the wands, it's probably either the ace. I know what it is. It's the cheater set. So I'm just gonna do wands. What did I say? Wands and cups. Yeah, wands and cups. So there's one in Painted Sky, and there's one back down in the desert. Let's go to Painted Sky. Well, first I want to wait before I leave camp. I want to make sure this gets to 94. So let's craft. Actually, what time of day is it? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, we'll see. I might go to the desert first. For now, let's craft some stuff. Let's figure out. Am I close on anything? No, not really. Got a long way to go there. Alright, let's see. Pet the doggo before you leave. Actually, let's go do that right now. It's a great idea. It's my buddy. Where is he? He's over there sleeping. Look at this bush. Terrible, terrible camp placement. Hey, buddy. Come here.
You won't catch me petting that thing.
Shut up, Crips. No one asked you. I think it's funny. He rails on the dog all the time, and then when the dog like comes and warns you about the trader goods being attacked, he's like, "Oh, the dog doesn't serve some good." I'm like, "Dude, shut up." He always rails on the dog. I just noticed the spurs that come with this outfit. That looks pretty tight. Let me see. I don't have any big game, so we're not doing that. We did these already, but we'll do 3 more. That's fine. Basically, just killing some time in camp before we leave, because we don't want to leave and then get that notification that supplies. We need supplies. I don't really need any of that. I don't want to use my horse revivers for this, so I'm not doing that one. Here we go. Got some dynamite we can do. I almost feel like, though, rather than dynamite, I want to do explosive ammo. And explosive shotgun shells. Especially after that little gunfight we had yesterday with those guys. Not having, or what, Thursday I think it was. Not having, ooh, fire arrows. You know what? I'm gonna do this. One of the, sharpshooter challenges is to kill enemies with fire. So... do a few of these. It didn't count that one. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we got some fire arrows. That'll be fun.
I'm worried about all this stock sitting here. If word's got out to the wrong people.
After the main game and story mode, I didn't feel like staying around at John's house because it didn't feel the same as camp. Yeah, I agree. I don't stay at John's house like ever. Whenever I'm exploring after story mode is over, I have my wilderness camp that I'll build, but mostly I just ride around. I don't even rest at camp at all. I ride right around whether it's day or night. It definitely didn't feel the same. I remember one time, one of the playthroughs I did, you know, after the final mission, I started to go through some of that exploring stuff, and I did a lot of it. I mean, he was probably away from home for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, this guy, he just got married. He goes off, disappears for 3 weeks. I like how they give Abigail a hard time about her cooking, though. If you go back every once in a while, they give her a hard time about her cooking. And they do that even in the story mode. There's the one mission where John says he misses Mr. Pearson. Man, I love it. Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. Hello, Gordon. welcome. Just hanging out today. I don't usually do live streams on Saturdays, but here we are. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat, welcome to the channel. Let me go ahead and order these supplies. And then we should have enough. I think I got enough materials for him to finish that out. It's probably gonna get to like 99. But in the meantime, we'll go do
No messing around, huh?
these collectible cards. I need 1 cup and 1 sword or wand. Is it a wand? It's a wand. Let's go over to Painted Sky. Where'd my horse go? Oh, that's right. I had the wagon in here, so the horse is gone for now. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, chatting, talking about story mode. Actually, I don't know if you're a fan. Some people played story mode first and then came over from there to online. Some people just jumped right into online. But Austin and I like to talk about all the different stuff that happened in the story mode and our theories on a few things. Talking a lot today about possibilities for RDR 3. Fast travel post somewhere? Where is it? There it is. It's like hidden. I couldn't see it behind the wagon. And now I don't want to hitch my horse. There you go. Fast travel. Fast travel to Valentine. We'll ride to Painted Sky from there. Man, I hate how much mud gets on this horse from Valentine. It's like, I just got here, the horse took 10 steps, and it's gonna be super muddy right away. Alright, so break that down for me. Gordon Freeman times Alex Vance fan? What is that all? I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Arthur Morgan and Sadie Adler fan. Okay, cool. Oh, fanfic. Okay. Half-Life is a game, and he's talking about fanfics that can be liked. P-word to just making stories. Okay. This one's come over there. It's a random one. Knock, knock. King of Cups, so that's a full cup set. This it should be. Double check. Yep, 14 to 14. So I'm gonna head over to rigs, we'll turn that in. Yeah, I'm super confused too, awesome. I recognize Nico and Kate McCreary, that's from GTA 4.
Hello there, and welcome. I'll take anything you got for me.
Alright, so there's 1,700 more.
Thank you kindly.
You think you know what he's talking about, okay. Alright, and then this one is by the station. Benedict Point. Kinda wish there was a fast travel post right there. But there's not. Where is it? In a stable? On the windowsill? Yep. Figured. We'll go up to Strawberry. The fast travel to Tumbleweed for this one. 1,300. Slowly getting there. Is that like 8,000? 8,000 more? Cool. We should get another 1,500 or so with this next one. So we're making some progress. I've got like rings and earrings and a lot of jewelry sets that only need one more too. And if worse comes to worse, we can do arrowheads and coins. So maybe we'll just do a bunch of random stuff. See if we can't get another set. But definitely not close enough on those other cups or tarot card sets to try any of that. We weren't even like halfway on either one of those, so excuse me. We'll do jewelry, I think. Maybe we'll do them all. We'll do jewelry and arrowheads and coins next. The problem with those though is they're all randomized. You gotta get lucky. What did I say? Tumbleweed? Tumbleweed. My little cousin is like my sister. She's 2 or 3, and I've already made my mind up. She will have no boyfriend until she gets married. Yeah, that's how I feel with my girls. No boys. I feel like I was a good boy, though, so hopefully, I know this isn't really how it works, but I feel like hopefully, since I was such a good kid, as far as girls go, that my daughters will find good guys and not mess around with too many boys. Franklin Clinton and Tracy DeSanta fanfic. Interesting. I don't know that I'd be interested in any of those. Especially not the Sadie and Arthur one. I always feel like Sadie and Arthur are like brother and sister. That'd be weird. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, please. I like that these were both kind of close to post office. Didn't have to ride to like too far.
Can't you act civilized?
I'm acting civilized. What are you talking about? Don't make me burn this place down.
Welcome back. What's to send?
This card set. Oh. I think the storm has arrived here.
Come again.
Pretty sure I just heard some thunder. So glad I wasn't out mowing the lawn. Wonder if we'll lose power though. Hopefully I don't lose power or internet. Yeah, that's the thing. So Austin and Gordon, if actually it looks like maybe Gordon dropped. Either way, if I lose power and for some reason the stream ends, probably not gonna do a part 2 today. We've already been doing this for like an hour and a half, so it's pretty good length of stream. Yeah, so just like quick programming note, I guess. I feel like Arthur lost most of his faith in Dutch and Gormo when he killed. Yeah, that is such a good. You know, we've been talking a lot of pivotal moments in storyline, in story mode. That's another one. I mean, the second he kills that lady, especially not even that he like. Yes, he kills the lady, but then Arthur kind of catches him in a lie too, right? Because he tells him that he knew Spanish, and then Arthur asks him, "Well, what did she say in Spanish?" And he's like, it was just the way she was moving." And Arthur's like, "You said you knew Spanish," and Dutch is like, "Well, I know people." And it's just like, it's such a great, again, just another thread that gets pulled out of the rug. Instead of pulling out the whole rug, they kind of just pulled out thread by thread until the rug was no longer there. And that was one moment for sure. Alright, let's take a look at, I said jewelry before, I just want to double check first. So I know, yeah, see 10 of 11 on rings. 6 of 8 on bracelets, 6 of 9 on necklaces. That's kind of tough. And earrings. So hopefully we get either the ring or the earring that we need. And then 11 of 12 on arrowheads and 14 of 15 on coins. So I'm going to plug in all the jewelry. And arrowhead and coins. And we'll just kind of make our way. We'll ride around for a little bit. See if we can find a coin that we can use, or an arrowhead or something, piece of jewelry we can use, because we gotta, we're about 6,300 shy of hitting 410, and I feel like we're not gonna get there unless we hit another set. There's a coin over in Plainview today, so we'll start there. It's kind of close. Mowed my lawn a few days ago, gave myself a blister. Yeah, from the vibration of the lawnmower. I did mine last week. Technically tomorrow will be 1 week since I did it. So I could do it today. And then part of me was like, well, I don't want to get caught in the thunderstorm. But then I looked ahead to tomorrow, and it's supposed to thunderstorm here again tomorrow. And then Monday is supposed to be a little nicer, but also rain in the forecast. It looked like just rain. I don't mind mowing in the rain. I don't want to mow in thunder and lightning though. And then Tuesday looks like it's going to be a little nicer, but it's also like the temperatures are going to ramp up, so I don't know. I might not be mowing my lawn this week. It so needs it though, with all this rain we've been getting. I think I mentioned this earlier in the week. Last year I think I mowed my lawn like once or twice. This year, I just haven't been doing it. I mean, haven't been taking a break from it. It's been once a week kind of event. Usually in the summer I don't have to mow my lawn that often. But it's been such a rainy summer. I wanted to mow in the rain, but my aunt says it's bad for the mower. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we got some wolves. Let's see. How's the horse doing? Not freaking out too bad, actually. I kind of like this. There we go. I love the echo off the canyon walls. I don't know. I saw my parents, when they lived this town not too far from here, they moved since then. In fact, they got divorced, so now they both live in different houses. But in the old house that they had, their neighbor, he would like wait for it to rain to mow the lawn. So I think it's alright as long as you like blow the run a hose under it afterwards or something. But this guy like would swear by it. He would always wait for it to rain before he started mowing. I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. If it doesn't ruin the lawnmower, which it might, I don't know. I've never done it before. But I sweat a lot. Like, I sweat in the winter when it's like 30 degrees outside. So for me, when it's 90 and humid, I mean, I might die of dehydration. But I think the fact that the rain would cool you off almost. I don't know. Like I said, I've never done it before. I kind of want to give it a try just once, just to see if I like it. And then who knows, maybe I would do it all the time that way. Or swear it off and never do it again. But either way, I do feel like, for me, it'd be the right choice. Kind of prevent some of the sweating and everything else that I do. I mean, I probably would still sweat, but I wouldn't feel it. Kind of like when you're in the pool. Like you could sweat in a pool, but you just don't feel it because of the water. Anyway, that's I might have to this week. I might have to do that. Like, if it's gonna just rain on Monday instead of thunder and lightning, I might do it. But we'll see. If we need these, we can turn them into crypts later. Well, I'm gonna turn them in one way or the other, but we might actually need them. 30, it's cold here when it's 60. Yeah, see, that for me. I lived in Texas for a couple years, and I remember one day it was like 45 degrees outside, which is cold for Texas. You know, if you're not used to it, and everybody was running around with like winter coats and winter hats on, and I was like, this is nothing. I mean, we have seasons here, so it's like, I think I saw something earlier say it was 89 today, but it felt like 98 with the humidity, which is crazy amount of humidity. But it did feel pretty hot when I went outside of there. So we could get up to like 90, 95 in the summer, and then as low as like 10, and sometimes below that in the winter. So for me, like 50 is a pretty good average. But if I go outside and start moving around too much, I'll still sweat even at 50 degrees. So went hiking one year when it was like 7 degrees outside. There was like a foot of snow on the ground. It's pretty cool. It's like 90 here. It feels like 130. Yeah, that Florida humid. I love Florida. I would love to live there at some point, but I don't know if I can deal with that humidity in the summer. That like getting out of the shower and start sweating immediately thing. That's not cool with me. So we didn't get that one coin that we needed. We got some other coin. We'll just keep going down the line. There's an arrowhead not too far from here. Fort Mercer. Looks like maybe this area. I could never. I mean, I liked Texas when it was hot. It wasn't like also humid. I mean, hot's hot, don't get me wrong. But I think there is something to be said for humidity. I mean, look at the thing today. You know, 89 degrees officially, but it felt like 98. Like, that's insanity. It was never like that in Texas. Like, if it was 89 in Texas, it was because it was 89. Especially where I lived. In Dallas, you're like inland. I'm sure, like, Houston and the areas on the Gulf Coast have their humidity issues. But I was outside of Dallas, just outside of Dallas, like 10 minutes from downtown Dallas. And I feel like when it was hot there, it was just hot. It was like manageable. If you put someone from Florida, Texas, and New York, they are an unstoppable force. Maybe Florida and Texas. I don't know. I don't think New Yorkers are as tough. You know, maybe because I grew up here. I've always kind of felt like New Yorkers talk a big game, but don't actually back it up. They think it's like the center of the universe. It's not. Oh, didn't get the one we needed. I'll keep playing this game for a while. Go over this way. There's one like right here somewhere. Goods delivery required. Nice, we'll go do that at some point. Not right away, but that's 2,000 XP for that delivery, so we need that in order to get close. Floridians aren't afraid of anything but snakes and heights. Well then, that sounds like I would fit right in. Not that I'm afraid of snakes, but heights definitely. And it's weird that you guys are afraid of snakes. I feel like the more you have interactions with something, which I feel like you guys probably have more interactions with snakes than we do up here. I feel like the more you become used to it, accustomed to it. I don't know, maybe not. The heights thing I get, because it is kind of flat there. Let's see. That might just be me. Snakes are scary, yeah. Well, certain kinds of snakes. Let's go up. Let's go up to Armadillo. There's a piece of jewelry, like right in this little circle here. And then once we're done there, we'll go do that trader delivery. I'll take the fast travel post back to camp. What's all that? Red sage. Huh. Thought I had enough sage. I can't see a thing. Is it really ever this foggy in the desert? I feel like it's not. I've only been to the desert a couple. Actually, no, maybe it is. I went to the desert, Vegas one time, and it was foggy like this. So I guess it makes sense. I feel like this thing got its way around. Yeah, it is. Oh well. What's the rush? We're not in a rush today. Just gotta keep an eye on my phone in case the wife texts me. It's weird. It's telling me that there are messages coming into the chat, but I don't think I'm seeing them all. I've never had that problem before, so I don't think it's that. It's just a little delayed. I don't see anyone. Yeah, it's weird. Like before you sent that message, Austin, I saw it went from 68 to or 67 to 68, but nothing ever appeared. That's all right. All right, so missed out on that one too. Let's see, what are we at? 16.5, so trader delivery should give us 2,000 to be 18.5. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer. I gotta hit a couple of those, or at least one of those jewelry sets. But let's go back to camp for right now, and we'll do a trader delivery. And hopefully it doesn't fail out on me. If it does, like I said, I probably won't start another one. I won't do a part 2 today. How long has it been since you robbed the store? So you can't actually rob stores in online. That's specific to single player, which is really a miss. I think a lot of people were hoping that that was going to be part of the update that just dropped. But basically, if you go in and try to rob the guy, you're just going to make him flee and have to do the whole wanted level thing. You're not actually going to get, you can't take stuff out of the cash register or anything like that. Which is a huge miss, but that is what it is. I feel like we might be set too far from the road for this trader delivery to work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't work for some reason, I will talk to you guys on Monday. But let's see. Let's give it a shot. Let me just check something real quick. I want to make sure I'm in defensive mode. I think I am, but still. Defensive, yep. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't add it to online. Who knows? We kind of talked about this a little bit before. They, because this game is so good with the graphics, if they try to add everything from story mode into online, it's gonna break. You know, your PS4 will just blow up. So I think that's the reason why they didn't do it. They're waiting for PS5 to be more readily available. Then I feel like they have a whole bunch of updates they'll probably donate, or not donate, just a donate because it's on here.
In your own time.
Upload. All right, shut up, Crips. I'm coming. Local, $500. It'll be 2,000 XP. Let's go.
I was just thinking, have you ever wondered why they call it a building when it's already built? Okay, sorry, too deep. Anyway, I have some good news. Another batch ready for market. Well done, Crips. You're amazing. Why, thank you. Now it's over to you. Buyer's local, so should be an easy enough sale.
Alright, moment of truth. Am I gonna get stuck in the loading screen? Nice. Oh, am I gonna go over the train tracks? Where am I going? Roads. I feel like I'm just gonna go this way. Follow the tracks for a little bit. Right? I feel like that's the best strategy. Should have stayed on the tracks. No, I need to go onto the tracks at some point. It's fine. Might be a big shootout at the end of this one. We'll see. Might not be anything. Might just be easy delivery today. Oh, here comes some guys. Here we go. Now it's on. Where they at? There he is. Okay, let's do this. Didn't I just make a bunch of these? Why is it only 8? Nice. That's pretty easy. Give me that 2000 XP. 500 bucks. That's good stuff. I have to go. It was fun hanging out. See you on Monday. Yeah, definitely. I'll be on Monday. Have a good rest of your weekend. Catch you on Monday. I'm probably gonna be hanging out for a few more minutes anyway. We'll see. I'm like kind of close. 3,000. If I can hit on one of these. But yeah, I'll see you on Monday, Austin. Take care. Thanks for joining. I feel like there's one right up the road here. front of the scarecrow, yeah. Let's go with that. Not that scarecrow. This scarecrow over here. Kind of 11. Oh, now my moonshine's complete. Nice. That'll help. That'll definitely help. Go up and do this piece of jewelry. And then we'll go do a moonshine run. I feel like we'll get close. If I could get one of the pieces of jewelry I need, plus the moonshine run, we'd be done for the day. But let's see. We'll see. Nope. Alright, we got an arrowhead over this way. I'm just making my way towards the Moonshine Shack. Hopefully we find something we need before we get there. If not, no big deal. I feel like it's right there. Right? Or is it up here more? Oh, it's right here. Right? Yeah. It's the middle of the day, so kind of a really good time to do a moonshine run. Hopefully we get there quickly, but I'm not going to rush over there either. ahead. Nope. My luck is not so good today, guys. Not so good. Check the house up here, Carmen Adele, by the broken wagon, and then one other spot before we get to the shack. So we'll just kind of keep going that way. Where am I on the map? Yeah. Let's see. Nope. 7 of 9. Alright, got one more spot to check. Then we'll do our moonshine run. Either way, we should be getting close here. Let's see. 198. Yeah. Alright, so if this is, I mean, even if this isn't a set, should be able to get to 410. The moonshine run. Maybe it'll be like a 300 XP item. If not, I get a couple other spots I can check still, so. materials required. That's actually something we can do too. We can go drop off some stuff to Crips. Let's see. 6 of 8 bracelets. Nope. Oh, but it's 300 XP. So let's see. I feel like if I do a moonshine run, come back, start a new batch, we should get there, right? Be a little short. So we'll go over. If that happens, then we'll go to Crips. I'm just gonna go to the Moonshine Shack for now. Got some stuff we can donate to Crips. Maybe we'll get some XP there. We'll see how we're doing. I think we're definitely gonna hit 410 here, though. As part of the stream, we'll hit 410.
I have finished this batch. We can sell it when you like.
Let's go right now.
Au travail. Good. You have arrived. Bon. You are ready to drive, yes? Our clients are a little impatient for sure. We wish to make a good impression. These customers have shown they have some good taste. Their palate is simple, of course, but given their lack of culture, I have to admit that they have chosen well. These jugs will arrive quickly and in one piece, yes?
Hope so.
I see we have
Whoa.
fresh customers.
This is weird. Go to the wagon first. I feel like this is glitched. Might have a problem here. Let's see. I've never had it not load me on the wagon. My horse coming too? Alright. This guy. This is gonna cause trouble, I feel like. Van Horn fence. Yeah, so for some reason we get disconnected, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll catch you on Monday. But otherwise, let's keep playing.
need to inspect what's in that wagon. Could you stop a minute? Slow that wagon there. Let's slow up that wagon. I'll be searching your wagon for contraband, that's all. Well, well.
Oh, here we go.
Bad luck for you, Moonshiner.
It's like really a long way to go. Rubber waders chasing us. I feel like I'm not. My gun's probably not clean either. So that might be an issue. We'll see. Oh, I just break some moonshine? Oh no, watch out, horse.
Alright then.
Alright then. I feel like I heard some moonshine break. So this is not going to be a perfect delivery. It's got them shooting at me like crazy already. Let's see. Yeah, there he is.
I hope you're praying.
Alright. You guys there. Oh, someone else is coming. Come on, man. Where you at?
Men like you make me sick.
Here it comes. Where'd the last guy go? Interesting. Okay. So I think I still somehow have 19 out of 20, or 20 out of 20. If I can take it easy going over this train track, I might get 20 for 20 here. It's the fence, not the saloon. Oh boy. I feel like I lost something there. There's a bad guy. Whatever division. Please don't shoot my bottles. Alright, we're in. I got an NPC in the way though. Come on, man.
Whoa! Well then.
Just move along. Did I really get 20 for 20 on this one? That's insane. I'll take it. Just not what I was expecting. $847 XP. Wonder where that puts me. What's that? Like 502? Yeah, 502. So we gotta find a couple more collectibles. I'm gonna go back. Actually, no. So yeah, if I make another batch, then we're probably gonna be closer to like 302. Yeah. I think we're in good shape here. Go back to the Moonshine Shack, make another batch. Actually, this is buzzing. Let me just grab this real quick. It's a card. I'm gonna grab it. Cool. Head over to the Moonshine Shack. Start another batch. We'll see where that puts us. That might actually give us 410. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna be a little short. I need one more collectible.
We did a good deal on that batch, no?
Yes, we did. Somehow.
Allons-y. Oh, as you wish.
Actually, part of me is
But
tempted
it
to
can
make
be
this.
made to be cheaper, huh?
Part of me is tempted to make this a special one. But we can find XP somewhere else.
Yes, this will work. Now we give it time.
If I had done that as a special one, we definitely would have hit it right there. I think. Actually we wouldn't have. We would have been like just shy. So what's that? 202. We had 202 XP. Let's go back to. I'm gonna go back to camp. Donate those wolves. Maybe we can make a special camp stew. That'll give us a 250. If not, we can find other stuff to do. There's like stuff not too far from here. Actually, where is camp? Is it still down here? It is. Okay, so let's go. Actually, I got an idea. I'm gonna go here. There's a ring. You know what? No, I don't want to do that. Change my mind. What's here? There's like something right there. Let's go down this little shack. The NPCs will tell you whether you have a good horse or not, with little comments like that. So if you're new to this game, you got what you think is a good horse. The NPCs will confirm it for you. I think there's something over here. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if this gets us there. Yep, should do it. Once this little notification with the necklaces goes away. Boom, 410. So there you have it. We did a little special Saturday live stream today. I think I did just about 2.5 hours. I know it was over 2 hours. I feel like it was about 2.5. Thanks to anyone who joined the chat, joining me. Appreciate that. Appreciate the company. If, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care.